Can you see me? Whoa. What's up, guys? So, I'm back. I want to talk a little bit about what my trading has been like um, since. Let me see if I could fix my deal here. There we go. Yeah, screw it. I want to talk about what my trading's been like the past month or so. I've kind of been inactive making videos, stuff like that. Guys, I really have not been focusing too much on learning strategies, learning different concepts, stuff like that. I really have been hitting it home with risk management, learning about my psychology, learning about my behavior. And really, I've been stressing to other people how important that stuff is because of how much it's affected my trading. Okay, I wanted to talk for just a second about my rules and how I have been managing risk in environments like this, how I come to the market day to day, looking to extract money from the market weekly, looking to be able to be a profitable trader. That's the goal, right? We all want to make money from the market. So, how do we do that? Well, first, I want to start off by making the claim. I want to make the claim. Yes, trading is only 20% strategy. It's going to be 80% behavior. Yes, you heard me right. That means you hand the same strategy to two different people. They're going to be trading it completely different. They're going to have different entries, different exits. They're going to have different risk tolerances, different position sizing. They're going to have all different kinds of stuff going on in the same strategy that you hand to different people. I learned about this in one of the books. Let me grab it. One of the books that I have read called Way of the Turtle. See if I can get a good shot here. Right? This is about the turtle traders. Curtis M. Faith by Curtis Faith. If you guys ever heard of Richard Dennis, this was basically the book about the people that were called the turtle traders that Richard Dennis made a bet on that people could learn trading and stuff like that, or anybody could be taught to become a trader. And some other guy, don't really know his name or don't remember his name, but he basically bet that people couldn't become a trader. There was a certain type of personality that it took to be a trader. But anyways, we're going to talk about why risk management, why position sizing, why data, why back testing. All this stuff is so important, guys. So I used to not trade with a stop loss. I used to come to the market not knowing how much I was willing to risk on the day, stuff like that. Excuse me. Willing to risk on the day. But recently, man, so it's been 40 trading days of following my rules every single day. Okay? And so my rules are basically 1% of my account I'm willing to risk daily. That means when I'm trading, I come intraday, stuff like that. I go to the market. I'm only willing to risk 1% of my total portfolio for that day within my trading time. Okay. So I also am only willing to risk 1% of my account per trade. That means if I risk 1% of my account on one trade that day, and I lose that trade or I get stopped out, that's it. I'm done for the day, right? So I'm usually going to be risking less than 1% of my account per day. Now, some people might be thinking, hey, that's too small. You don't expect to win. We're going to talk about that in just 1 second. Also, I only place trades 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So an hour before market open to about 2 hours after market open, I am trading the market. Now, it doesn't mean I'm there at 7:30, doesn't mean I leave at 10:30. That just means that is my bracket of time. That's my window period where I'm able to place new orders. Okay, new orders. That means I'm no longer placing any new trades, any new orders before 7:30 or after 10:30, right? And we're going to talk about why that's helped me a lot. Also, I withdraw 1% of my account every Thursday no matter what, right? So that's something I didn't used to do. I didn't used to reward myself. I didn't used to take profits. I didn't used to pay myself. I didn't used to see income from my trading. Now I see income from my trading, right? And I absolutely pay myself. I am a paid trader, 100%. Now, there's a reason why that's important. That's because we now psychologically, after we pay ourselves, we're like, wow, I did something. I earned something. I want to make more of that. I want to do more of that. I want to do better, right? So you obviously aren't going to be willing to lose a lot of money in that account. Sometimes you might be taking big risks in accounts because you're like, oh, I want my account to be $100,000 the next day, and I just started with 10,000, right? I want 100,000. When you're doing withdrawals, weekly withdrawals, or you're actually paying yourself and treating your trading like a business, it doesn't work like that. Slow grinding gains is how it works, okay? And you are going to see success if you do it like this. I promise. You're going to see success, and you are going to be one of those furus out there like me that are going to be making YouTube videos and saying, this is how you trade. But anyways, guys, behavior. I'm telling you. If you have been trading now for more than a year, 2 years, 3 years, guys, you probably, dare I say it? Dare I actually say it? You probably know enough. That's a nail biter. You probably know enough strategies. You probably know enough trend lines. You probably know enough supply and demand, volume. You probably know enough fibs. You probably know enough ICT. I know that's popular lately. You probably know about candlesticks. Probably know enough to make you profitable. That's not the problem. You know enough to make you profitable. Okay? It is not the problem. The strategy is not the problem. So what's the problem then, Teddy? Why am I not seeing a lot of success in my trading? Well, it's probably because you are failing to see consistency in your life. You're failing to show up every day with a plan. You're failing to show up every day with a goal and have the discipline to get it done, right? You are probably failing to do that. So why did I make these rules? It's exactly that. It's exactly that. Because every day when I show up, I know I'm going to be trading 7:30, 10:30. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what's going on. FOMC. Now, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. We're going to talk about why these rules are how it is and what happens if I want to change my rules, right? Because some people might be thinking that, oh, I don't want to make rules because then I might forget about something or something might come up like the FOMC and I want to trade that or we'll talk about that in just a second. But these rules are meant to keep you consistent. They're meant to keep you feeding that thing in your brain that says, do it again tomorrow. Do it again tomorrow. Hit it again. Slam it. You know what I'm saying? So what if you make a new rule? What about it? Right? I don't want to just make new rules every day because then it's not really consistent, right? So this is where you need to incorporate something like a risk evaluation, which is something that I've incorporated every 2 weeks. I look at the market, I look at the way things are, and I decide, maybe I look at my P&L history or I look at my account, stuff like that, and I decide, do I want to add more risk into this going into this next 2 weeks until my next risk evaluation? Have I made a cushion? Have I, are things going really well where I can have a change in my risk management? Maybe I don't want to risk 1% of my account anymore per trade. Maybe let's amp it up to 2%. 2% per trade for my account. Maybe I want to risk 5% on the day, right? Now, obviously, going for 1 to 5%, that's not realistic. I'm just throwing numbers out there, but maybe, that could be a possibility in the future for a certain scenario, etc., right? So that is why you should have rules, okay? Because rules are going to keep you in the game longer. I'm telling you. Everybody likes to sell you strategies. Nobody wants to sell you rules, honey. Nobody wants to do that. It is the disastrous marketing scheme that I don't believe many have tried, right? Everybody's trying to sell you the next trend line break or the next, imbalance order flow, dark pool, 9,600, make me money 300, right? Everybody's trying to sell you something like that. But nobody's trying to sell you that you are the problem. You are being inconsistent. You need to have discipline. You need to figure out what you're doing with your life. Otherwise, you're going to keep showing up to the market, treating it like a casino, and you're going to be wondering why you haven't extracted any money from the markets, because every time that you make money, you don't know what to do with it. And every time that you lose money, you don't know what to do with yourself. Make sense? That's going to conclude this video on why you need to use proper risk management. Why you should have some freaking rules, guys. Should you not have some? I mean, I get it. You don't need rules. You're the best trader ever. You can trade all day. And I get it. Yep. Unfortunately, not for me. Peace out.